Morning, everyone.
Good morning, everyone.
So, fun topic of the day. Can an attractive woman be just friends with a single guy? Put your thoughts down in the comments. We'd love to hear it from you.
Yes, we definitely would love to hear about that. And it's a very, I noticed it's a very relevant topic in today's dating scene or relationship scene. And there's a lot of people who are struggling with that.
It's also a very controversial topic.
It is.
So, honey, would you tell the story of some of the men you were friends with before we started dating?
Well, yes, some of them actually were married, and I was literally a friend because we used to run together, and I needed a running buddy, and I always kept him in the friend zone, but I feel like he wanted to have more, and that never happened. And he was not clear with his intentions, but I knew it.
Well, yeah, and he vanished pretty much the moment we got together.
Yes, he disappeared.
as did several others.
Yes, so I believe that if a single lady is friends with a single guy, it's impossible. There's it's either she's lying to herself or he's lying to himself, and then
or a little bit of both.
or both, and they are not clear with their intentions. It's very unhealthy. You gotta have clear intentions.
Absolutely. Now, I will put a caveat because the key word here is attractive woman.
Yes.
Like, if you are sexually attracted to a woman, unless you are in a committed married relationship where you totally love your wife, there's nothing holding you back from wanting to pursue the relationship. So if you find her attractive, you're just lying to yourself if you think you can be just friends. It's biologically not possible. Now, if you do not find her attractive, that's a different story because there's no sexual tension there. This is what happens with a lot of the guys that end up in the friend zone. They like a girl, but they're too scared to be a man and just state the intentions clearly. Like, she might brush you off at first, so you don't care. You keep pursuing, ethically, of course, and not crossing the line into creepy and weird, but, show your interest and be nonchalant or cool as it goes.
Yes. Good pointers. So, friend zone. It's going back to the friend zone. It's a lot of guys, they are afraid of women. As I'm learning more working with men, and I'm realizing that they're terrified of women. They're terrified of the rejection. They're terrified of the sexual rejection. And it's more than that. We'll actually give you a little insight that most people don't know or don't understand. So we have all these stuff in modern TV. I know we're talking to guys here in America, because not everybody's been corrupted by the woke mind virus. The rest of the world, there's still some parts of the world where men are men and women are women, but in America these roles have gotten flip-flopped intentionally to break up the nuclear family. So if you watch TV and movies, they make the men into weak bumbling buffoons and try and make the woman into the strong leader role, just completely flipping how it actually is. And it's just hilarious. So you have the feminist movement, the Me Too movement. You'll see videos of guys getting videos with the women, you do consent to having sex with me and everything, correct? Or having to do written contracts before being intimate because they're so scared of the repercussions. That's true.
So you have that societal stuff. But you also have more biological. I've petted wild bears in the woods, had wolves this far from my nose, waking up in the morning deep in the mountains. And done many things, hunting mountain lions and other crazy wild stuff, being an outdoorsman, and I can tell you women are far scarier. So, and you wonder why is that, right?
Yes, I wonder why.
So we have 2 biological fears, the rest are all psychological. They both have to do with the inner ear. So from going in genetic history, we have 2 main fears. One, the fear of falling. Mm-hmm. Because, especially the ancestors, we used to be up in trees and things like that. And,
yes. Mm-hmm.
And the sensation of falling means, wake you up from sleep, catch on to something because you might die.
Yes.
And number 2, the fear of loud noises. This could be a predator growling. This could be, again, like a tree falling. It symbolizes danger and death. Mm-hmm. So those are the only 2 biological fears. And women, whether subconsciously, consciously, or whatever, have utilized those to ingrain. So if you go back to your childhood and parents, it's like, a woman's voice hits a much higher shrill pitch, kind of like nails on a chalkboard. So you have that, getting yelled at and screamed at when you're a kid, usually more from the female side. Mm-hmm. And then you have, getting kicked out of bed as a kid and things like that to where you're falling. So they're triggering from when you're real young, because most of the traumas for people happen before the age of 7 that define the rest of their lives, unless you evolve as a person to overcome those traumas. So you have all the TV and video switching the roles of men, the Me Too movements, the feminist movements, and then you have all the biological where guys are actually just get terrified of women, and it's ingrained in them since they were little kids.
Yes, those are legitimate fears. How about the fear of rejection in terms of humans? We used to be tribal societies, correct? So there is a tribe, and then if a woman rejects a man in the tribe, the whole tribe knows about it. So at that point, a man is ostracized from the tribe. Does it go back to that? Maybe that's why they're afraid of being rejected by a woman on this level, in DNA level.
A little nuance there. So yes, there is. You had the group and the rejection, and it'd be like a peg down on your manhood, and nobody likes rejection of their affection. Mm-hmm. It hurts, but it's just something you've got to get over. As far as the ostracized, that's not quite the right word.
Okay.
Because the nuance there, like ostracized would be you'd be completely kicked out of the tribe.
Yes. So
you're not going to be kicked out of the tribe for, being rejected by a woman, but your social and status peg might get knocked down.
Yeah.
Because ostracism in the old tribes, that you went on your own, that basically was a death sentence. Mm-hmm. So getting rejected by a woman is not quite a death sentence, guys, but it might feel like it.
It might feel like it, that's right, but it's not. It's just, if one woman rejected you, that means there's always going to be another woman, and it's all about just opening yourself up and asking her to go on a date with you. Mm-hmm. And just, even if you're afraid, just be afraid and still ask her out if you like that woman.
And I'll give you a fun one from sales, because you reframe the words in your head. No means next opportunity. Yes. That could be your next opportunity with her when she's in a different mood and not as wherever, because she might be busy, she might be pissed off and just whatever, or it means the next person. So next opportunity, no matter how you see it. Hope that's good. And this week we're going to be talking more about the friend zone.
Yes.
As we get ready for the upcoming Sex Secret documentaries. So have fun, y'all, and we will see you tomorrow at 10:11 a.m.
Have a great day.